He was sealed for 900 years, took 90 years to regain his mind, and 9 more to get back his power. And when he did, he declared war on the entire Soul Society. This is Yhwach, the final villain of Bleach and the greatest threat the Soul Reapers have ever faced. But who is he really? Where did he come from? What does he want? And how is he strong enough to defeat the strongest captains without even breaking a sweat? Let's break down the god of the Quincy's and why Yhwach is one of the most terrifying villains in anime history. Yhwach isn't just a powerful villain, he's one of the oldest, most important beings in the entire Bleach universe. He's the son of the Soul King, a being who exists at the center of all worlds, maintaining the balance between life and death. But Yhwach wasn't born like a normal person. In his early state, he was blind, deaf, and immobile. He couldn't speak or feel, but just by existing, he healed those around him. People with incurable diseases would touch him and be miraculously cured. Because of this, he was seen as a miracle. People gathered around him, worshipped him. They gave him the name Yhwach. And the more people he healed, the more fragments of their souls he absorbed when they died. Over time, he developed his senses, sight, speech, thought, and eventually became fully aware. And once he did, he decided that the current world ruled by the Soul King was wrong. He believed that death itself was a curse and that only he could reshape the world into something better. Yhwach is the founder and father of the Quincy. All Quincy carry fragments of his soul. They're literally part of him. And this is where things get dark, because he can take that power back at any time. If he gives you strength and decides you're no longer worthy, you're erased, gone. He built an empire called the Wonder Reich, hiding inside the shadows of Soul Society. There, he raised an army of elite Quincy's known as the Stern Ritters, each one given a letter from the alphabet representing their unique abilities. These include monsters like Hashwalt, the bee, for balance, and eventually Uryu Ishida, who's chosen as Yhwach's successor, A, for antithesis. But the reveal comes later. In Thousand Years Blood War Season 1, we see how Yhwach runs his empire. No hesitation, no emotion, no mercy. In episode 2, he kills one of his own men, Luther's Freegan, just for annoying him. And what do the other Quincy's do? They kneel. No one dares question him. Once Yhwach regained his full power, he didn't waste any time. He launched a full invasion of Soul Society, starting the Thousand Years Blood War. But this wasn't just a revenge mission. Yhwach's goal is to destroy the boundary between life and death. He wants to eliminate the Soul King, collapse the spiritual world, and create a unified existence, his version of a perfect world. During the invasion, we see just how dangerous he is. He cuts through captains like they're nothing, and then he goes head to head with the captain commander himself, Genryusei Yamamoto. This battle is a turning point. Yamamoto, who's feared even by other captains, unleashes his full Bankai, and Yhwach still outplays him. He lets Yamamoto burn through an illusion, then kills him with his own blade. No big speeches, no dramatic pose, just cold, calculated execution. That's when everyone realizes this isn't Aizen 2.0. This is a completely different level of threat. So how is Yhwach this strong? Even in Season 1, we see signs that Yhwach is always in control. He's never surprised. He knows what people will say before they say it, and that's because of his ultimate ability, the Almighty. It allows him to see all possible futures, and not just see them, but choose which ones become real. In other words, he's not guessing what happens next, he's deciding it. While this ability isn't fully explained until later in the arc, the signs are already there. He never flinches, he never panics, and when Ichigo arrives late to the battle, Yhwach simply says, "You're still too early." Then he leaves, not because he's losing, but because he already saw the exact moment coming, and it gets worse. Once Yhwach absorbs the Soul King, which he plans to do, his power will become limitless. No more balance, no more laws of life and death, just one world under his control. So, what does Yhwach actually want? It's simple but terrifying. He wants to create a world without death. To him, death is a flaw, suffering is a flaw. The cycle of souls, life, rebirth, it's all broken. So he'll destroy the Soul King, collapse the system, and build a new world where no one dies because everything is part of him. It sounds peaceful, but think about what that really means. No free will, no individuality, no future except the one Yhwach allows. It's not peace, it's domination. And in his mind, it's the only path worth following. Yhwach isn't like other anime villains. He doesn't monologue, he doesn't care about friendship or betrayal. He's not even driven by personal pain. He's calm, cold, inevitable. He kills Yamamoto like it's nothing. He walks away from Ichigo because he already saw the outcome. And behind every move, there's a deeper purpose to unmask the universe and rebuild it in his image. And that's what makes Yhwach terrifying. Not just his strength, but his absolute certainty that he knows what's best for everyone, even if it means erasing them all. That's Yhwach, the Quincy king, the son of the Soul King, and the one who declared war on death itself. If you thought Azon was the peak of Bleach villains, Yhwach's on a whole different level. Let me know who I should cover next if you're new here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.